New Year to you all. I don't know if anyone's here, but I just thought I would come on in the new year. We're in a 3-year in numerology this year, and so I was born on a 3 day, so it would probably have more significance for me this year particularly. But what I know about it and what I've read up about it is that it's about creativity and expression particularly. And I also feel intuitively that it's really about what I was kind of feeling, downloading, is that it's more about the mind, bodies and the spirit, the whole year this year. Hi Moen, nice to see you. So it's about really integrating the mind, body and the spirit. So and that makes sense to me with what I've been even feeling myself. So I'm really getting back into my body more. I just thought I'd also, so hello new friends too, because there's quite a few new people that are coming on my page. And I'm going to be doing some new things this year. Just for anyone who doesn't know me, so my background, let's just see, my first kind of thing I started to do in terms of like teaching, observing, was actually in Sunday school with children. So the age of about 11 and 12, I was taking all the little children to Sunday school. I am spiritual, but I kind of went to church, but I really went to church for the little ones, really, I think, when I was younger. My whole feelings around spiritual things have really changed quite a lot. So I'm spiritual. I don't know if I believe in the church. I believe that we've all got access to God, or whatever you want to call it, really, higher consciousness, higher power. I believe we're all connected. That's how I feel. I feel religions have caused wars, personally, and I've always felt right from a young child that we're all connected at some massive level. And but you don't want to get too serious about it, but you know, the patriarchy and belief systems that came in. But so I've read up a lot about kind of life and religions, ancient times, really, as well. So I'm very, very interested in everything to do with spirituality. So we're in a 3 year, so it's massively about expression, massively about creativity. And I just thought I'd pull some cards. So I pulled some cards I'm just going to do it for the week, really. And then if you care to share my video, this might help somebody. And so just to say, I'm the author of the book called Remember Who You Truly Are. I'm available for sessions, coaching, EFT, soul plans. My website is sallyjfrancis.com. So if any new people are showing up, and I'm writing a new book at the moment. So I just thought I'd look at the energy of the week going forward, or what I'm feeling. So for me, it's like this year is a whole integration of the mind, body and spirit. So if you're going to be on the planet at the moment, you've got to be really cleaning up your diet or eating really well. I mean, I'm feeling real downloads of, kind of fruit and vegetables particularly. Exercise is really important, or energy work, really. I'm doing more Tai Chi, Qigong, that kind of thing. So in order to be in our body, especially if you're anxious, or I don't know, I'm just feeling, what I'm learning a lot more too is like weight gain is also to do with like detoxifying the liver. Celery juice is amazing. Fruit and vegetables are incredible. There's a real myth around fruits. We come from nature, we come from the earth, so everything that's natural is exactly what we need in our body. Putting man-made chemicals and GM food in our body is crazy. That's what I believe. So I think this year is a whole thing about integrating. So if you've not been healthy in the last year, it's a massive year to kind of clean up your diet, your exercise, that kind of thing. That's really what I'm feeling. So hi, if you're here. I don't know who else is here. My phone doesn't always show me who's here. So if you want to say hi, that'd be great. If you care to share the video, that'd be wonderful. So I've got the first card I pulled was like courage. So my feeling around that, just to get here to this planet at the moment, it's taken incredible courage to be here at this time. That's really what I was feeling. So if you're still here on the planet at the moment, you're still here with a mission and a purpose, and maybe your purpose and mission is changing, and I've always found that through my life. And I was reflecting on this over Christmas, really, that at times our lives change, different stages of our lives. We come here to do maybe different things. We grow and we build and we learn on everything that we do. Everybody we meet, everything we do, every single day, every single work experience, everyone we come into the energy of, we learn. We're learning through everything. So we're learning through energy too, even with plants and flowers and trees and that kind of thing. And I do feel, I mean, I work with energy with doing EFT, but I do readings. I'm highly intuitive. And where I come from that with is that I've taught tens of thousands of children, and now done readings and coaching like thousands of adults. But I see in pictures, so I see energy basically. And I'm trained in science and all the psychology with the teaching. So I don't know, I'm just really becoming to understand a lot more about who I am really as well. But I've always done that, and even as a child. So I was always sensing energy as a child, and I didn't really know what it was, and I had no one to explain it to me. But we're all, you know, in our bodies, we're all just energy beings. There's more physical space in us. There's more space in us than there is physical matter. So it makes perfect sense to me, really. And I do feel, I mean, the heart has got more electrical and magnetic energy in us. You know, and we ground and root ourselves by earthing our feet to the ground. And like leather shoes used to really earth us, we don't have those now. So if you're someone who's highly charged, then you need to be grounding or earthing yourself like every day, really, onto the ground. And all the fruits and vegetables and you know we eat have got massive, you know, they're chemicals, really natural chemicals that are made to make our energy systems work very effectively. And that's what fruit and veg, that's what food is. Food is life force. Food gives us the energy to kind of be here. And I think that's going to be massively more important this next year with everybody. So I've got receptivity was the second card. So it's about being open to the universe this year. Being receptive to creative ideas coming in, being receptive to your own creativity, your own being, your own innate sense of receiving as well. Some of us who have come here as healers or teachers, empaths, we can massively give. But this year, I believe too, especially for me, and I'm learning this lesson, it's about receiving on lots of levels. So receiving on energy levels, again, from food, from water, from earth, from people, receiving abundance. Money is just energy in the form of you give and so you receive back, but you can't just give and give and give till burnout. And a lot of us who've come here as mothers, healers, empaths will give and give and give and give and give and then don't restore ourselves. So I'm really learning that lesson this last few years. You can't give and exhaust yourself and then be nothing left. So massive lesson for people to really know. So experiencing, that's the other thing. So in our lives we experience many blessings and lessons through people that we meet. The whole of life is an experience. It's all a journey. There's no perfect anything. And the whole, you know, our experience of our kind of, you know, we learn and grow. People might hurt us or things might happen that we perceive that hurt us, but we're experiencing life. So this whole of life is an experience. And it's how, you know, but what you choose to hold on to and what you choose to let go of. And that's what I kind of almost like get with this card is like, you know, there's a tree there and with leaves on them and the leaves fall. So what you choose to hold on to and what you choose to let go of is in your control, totally up to you. In your control this year, particularly. So be very aware of who the people you hold on to. Be aware of the people you let go of. And letting go is again, this massive lesson. I think coming in is about letting go of things, really. I've been feeling that too. You know, attachments to things cause suffering. Attachments to our thoughts even cause suffering. You know, and the more you're able to sit in that space of being able to let go of things that you don't perceive are good. Often down the line, things you don't perceive that are good turn out to be miracles and magic. And this whole of life is just a massive experience. So that's kind of what I was feeling yesterday. So I got isolation, but I was just kind of tuning in yesterday and thinking what the lessons it is of that. So in isolation, you can look at your shadows. You can, when you're on your own, you can observe who you are. You can observe your thoughts. Again, you don't have to always believe that they're true. But I've also got like tears on this. So isolation can bring tears. You know, we're connected to people. We should be connecting with people. And if you have been isolating yourself a lot in the last year, then now's the time really to kind of understand the lessons of that. But also, you know, people bring us joy and magic, and people spark up ideas in ourselves. Again, there's no right and there's no wrong. I mean, I work with so many people with relationship calls. So we can ice ourselves up, or we can open our hearts, and even just like tapping our heart chakra can really kind of open up the energy of our heart. It's something I've done for like 20 years. Is literally go out, and then everyone that I meet, I kind of greet with an open heart. And I've met so many amazing people that way. It's fabulous. So you might only meet people for seconds. You might only meet people for 5 minutes. You might meet them for half an hour. I mean, I think about 2 years ago, I took a lady in the cafe at Hampton Court Palace, and I took her. She was like 70, into the chapel, and we were listening to the choir. And I had like a couple of hours with her. And it was just amazing. It was just incredible how, you know, you could just meet souls, and we learn so much from each other, but also by listening as well. The gifts of listening as well, really important. And receiving other people's thoughts and feelings, that kind of thing. And then I got participation. So this could be a year where you participate much more, where you speak up, where you really remember kind of why you've come here and your gifts. And I kind of get it's about not being afraid to speak up, be authentically yourself, even if you're in the shadow, kind of perceived negative side of yourself, or the dark side. It's through the dark side, through your inner depths of who you are, that you really see the light. Really, the light comes through when you've hit that. So life is always like this. It was yin and yang, really, and through the dark times you kind of rise up again. But we all go into that every day, and it's kind of myth that everyone's kind of up here all the time. So, but participating in the world and not being afraid to do that, not being afraid to be silly, to be joyful, to be happy if you choose to, and not worrying about what anyone else thinks at this time. So, you know, we can all be all facets of who we are at any time. And I get going with the flow, and I really feel that very much more. So when you go with the flow, when you really trust your intuition, trust your heart and your soul and your spirit, and you even ask yourself each day, what do I want to do today? Where am I going to go today? Who am I going to help today? Who am I going to serve? Where am I being guided? And you listen to that. Life can turn up and be quite magical. And when you go with the flow, you kind of go around. I wrote in my book quite a lot about this. You kind of go around obstacles. You're not attached to things. If someone comes at you or says something, you just, you know, you kind of let it go past. It's like Tai Chi, really. You let something go past you. You don't get attached to anybody's judgment of you either. So it's about really kind of going with the flow as well. Hi Naomi. Naomi just said, yeah. Naomi just said the Economist said 2019 was the year of the vegan. You're talking about people really cleaning up their diet, also about alignment of energies of plants, etc. Do you? Let's have a look. Do you feel there is a connection? Thanks. Yeah, I do actually. I do. Yeah. Whoop. Hi. I've lost like 10 pounds in weight by being, I mean, I was really vegetarian. Very, very rarely did I ever have any meat in the last 5 years, really, or so. I think you've each got to do what you're guided to do, and there's no right and wrong, but I'm definitely guided to being mainly vegan, really. I think giving up milk, you know, is kind of the last thing. But even like giving up eggs, I can't, you know, the more I read about everything, the more I personally every day, I mean, I have celery juice. I've started to do celery juicing, 16 ounces every morning. Amazing. The medical medium is incredible with his knowledge about food. You know, I think food is medicine. I think food is plant food is health, as long as it's not GM stuff, as long as it's not filled with rubbish. And it's so important. I mean, 10-20 years ago, I wish I'd got more into it, I think. But I grew up with my mother who was always eating fresh. It's about fresh cooked stuff every day as well. And yeah, so I've been, this last few years, I've been juicing celery juice, carrot juice. I've been having kale, and apple. I've been having beetroot smoothies. But naturally, I've been guided to that. And also, you can ask your body every day. We forget. We so forget. We can ask our bodies every day what we need, and we get the answers. And you can go into a place, if you're at a restaurant, and you can ask not your head, but you can ask your body what it needs today. And I've been seeing colours much more, so I get the colour. So I've been told today that I need carrots. I've been seeing orange. So and I trust that now. So, you know, our chakras all relate to and this came in this morning, our chakra colours all relate to the foods. You know, we're rainbows. We're meant to be living like rainbows, you know, and when you put rainbows in your body, you feel so great. I mean, I've been having raspberries, watermelon is incredible to cleanse the liver. It's all about, if you need to lose weight, especially, it's about cleansing the liver. I believe doing naturally. I don't believe in putting a load of I actually don't believe in like clay and stuff like that. I don't know, it's up to you what you do, but I just feel it's everything that the earth has grown is here for us to eat. And also it is about eating by the seasons mainly. In Chinese medicine, it's about having warm foods in the winter and having cool stuff in the summer. But obviously it's your body type as well. You know what you need. But yeah. So, I mean, I've been having loads and loads of pots of vegetable soups made and that kind of stuff over the winter. But also berries, you know, and that kind of stuff. The seasonal things that we have. Nuts, seeds, that kind of stuff. But yeah, I do, very much. I'm being called to do that naturally, really. So I've been feeling that. But I do think we are the colours. So, yeah, I've got a lot of things that I'm going to be doing and working on in this next year that I'm already being